So hey guys, welcome to another week with me and my 4-month-old. Yep, she's 4 months now. I've been saying this for a little bit, but yeah, we might be in the 4-month sleep regression, I think. If the sleep regression affects like daytime sleep, then for sure, because during the day she's napping very short naps no matter like how much we try to stimulate her, and it's taken a while for us to get her to go down for the night. But when we do get her down for the night, she still sleeps like the really long hours overnight that we've been blessed with so far. It's still like a struggle during the day because she keeps wanting to sleep and she can't, sort of thing, which I think that's what the sleep regression is, which has not been easy. It's been pretty tough. Like, I know I keep talking about it, but that's because it has been tough. Like, it's not, like, I swear I'm not over exaggerating things. Like, today I broke down. It's been a little bit since I've like had a breakdown because of her. So yeah, it was 10 a.m. today, and I was trying to put her down for her first nap, and she was tired, but she was just not having it. And so yeah, it's like 10 a.m. and I'm in tears. Surely, of course, as soon as I start breaking down and I cry about it, then she falls asleep. It's so weird. Like, the same thing happened when we were at my parents' house the other day. Like, her and I just stay over there sometimes, and yeah, it was like 10, 11 o'clock at night. We had been trying to get her to sleep for like 3 hours, and I finally break down because the reason why I broke down is not because I was like so exhausted and so tired that one specific night, because 10 11 a.m. no 10 11 p.m. that's not super late. That's not like super duper late enough for me to be tired to tears, but it's just like I felt so defeated, and that like, is this how every night is going to go? Is every night going to be hours and hours of struggle to try to get her to sleep? And it just feels so sad, so defeated. Like, when there are instances where it feels like there's no end and it's going to be like this forever, that's when I feel the weakest about things. I don't know, that's just me. She still laughs and she still smiles like she usually does. It's just yeah, we're just going through it. I just really hope that it gets better. Both my mom and Christian's mom are they think that she's teething, but the thing is, she's been like, her sleeping problems have been a bit for a few weeks, I'd say. I can't remember when I started complaining about this, but I think when they're teething, I don't think it's like over the span of weeks. I think we would have seen a tooth by now if this is teething. So yeah, they're all like, oh, give her like cooling teethers. Like, in my little fridge over here, we got like these little teethers that, yeah, you put in the fridge and it's like cool to the gums, when they put it in their mouth. So yeah, we got a couple of these, and she seems to like enjoy playing with it, if that makes sense. Not necessarily like, oh, this feels so good on my gums, but like, oh, this is a fun new sensation because I am 4 months old and I've never felt anything cold like this in my mouth before. See, let me try to give it to her now. Hi. Hey, you want to put this in your mouth? You want to put that part in your mouth? Was that it? Is it too cold? Like, hold on to it though. So this is an example of what my life has looked like for the past couple weeks. This is what I have to do a lot of the time, is where this is the end of her wake window. If you don't know, like, about 4 months old, their wake windows really go up to like 2 hours, which is not very long. So it is very easy to like feed her and play with her, in her little wake window. But by the end of it, she's giving her normal signals that she's ready to, take her nap, which for her, she likes to put her little hands over her face, mostly her eyes, as a sort of like self-soothing sort of thing, because she can really sleep in any type of light. It's not like she needs the darkness. As you can see, she's taking the binky, she's self-soothing, and then she stops herself. She like moves around, she gets irritated, she's like grunting, like vocalizing that she's uncomfortable, spits the binky back out, and is just mad. And it's like this for a very long time, it feels like. And I have to sit with her and keep comforting her, putting the binky back in the mouth. I think me being with her is comfortable for her, but about like a month ago, guys, I didn't need to do this. I really could just sit her down, maybe like give her some attention and some comfort, but really she was able to like sleep by herself very easy, very, very easy, just about like not even a month ago, I would say. And here we are. She's older, she's moving around a lot more, has more energy, and she is struggling to fall asleep. And after all that fuss for several minutes, she does go down for a nap, and I get to keep my sanity. But yeah, it's only for like half an hour, which really isn't much of a nap. So she woke up from this nap. I tried to play with her for a tiny bit before she was telling me that she was hungry, of course. So I breastfed her, as I always do. And as I'm finishing breastfeeding her, she's, doing this thing where she's looking like she's tired again, which, is more understandable because she took a tiny nap. So maybe she's still tired. So I go down and I put her back in the bassinet to see if I can get her to fall asleep again. Breastfed her, I burped her, and I sat with her with a toy, and then she was giving me sleepy signals, so I went and I put her over here in the bassinet, and now she's chilling, just like kicking up a ton. So it's just like a constant fluctuation of entertaining her with toys and also just like trying to be patient enough to let her sleep. It's like, at what point do I call it and just like go back to entertaining her? Then it's like, oh, but she looks like she's sleepy, so we go back here. It's just like a little cycle, and it feels like I do this for hours. And at this moment I'm really sleepy, so I wanted to lay down with this little pillow, hopefully thinking that she would just fall asleep and maybe I could fall asleep too. Right here on the floor, I'll do it. I'll if she wants to take a nap, I'll literally fall asleep right here on the floor. I'm so tired. When all else fails, I'll put her in the swing. It always seems to just be a fun space for her and like sort of relaxing, but also sort of stimulating. But if you look at my, like, how slow I'm putting her in here, I am just so tired at this point. I've tried everything, and I'm just really feeling it at this point. Of course, between all of these steps and these stages, I am checking her diaper to see if she's peed or pooped, because, who wants to sleep with a wet diaper? No one, probably. I'm just not recording every diaper change because that would be very excessive, because she goes through many diapers a day, as you can imagine. But here I am, like, changing her diaper because I think she for sure pooped. I am shown that I was correct. She did poop. She did, as you see from my concerned face. It was a very concerning looking poop. It was a very different texture than she has been doing for a bit. So it made me think, oh, maybe her stomach was just upsetting her and that's why she couldn't sleep. I'm really tired and it's really catching up on me, but I'm powering through so I can show you guys just how one of our days is like here. Even though I'm pretty tired, I'm going to work on rearranging stuff, like art stuff on this wall, art doors, I guess, just so that she can see me do something. Maybe I can entertain her that way, because I've been using toys and she's in the playmat, so I've been doing everything to entertain her enough to tire her out to sleep. and feeding, of course, and so maybe seeing me do stuff will entertain her enough to fall asleep. So I'm just gonna do something very mundane and just like put stuff up on this wall. Maybe this will work. I hope my sleepiness is coming forward. I mean, looking back at this footage, I do feel like I look really sleepy, and I really did feel it. It's just, this is just what a lot of my days look like. It's just like this little cycle of trying to put her to sleep, meanwhile getting nothing done. The dishes are piling up, laundry is sitting dirty, we have no groceries, and I'm losing sleep at night and every day just trying to take care of her. Meanwhile, like, my husband's really busy at work, and it's just all really catching up on me. So it's not like this is extremely physically exhausting, but it is. I don't know. Swear you're going, swear I'm standing. That would really be something. So this was just a little task I wanted to do for myself, just to make this room seem a little bit more fun. But since it required a lot of movement, I thought, oh, maybe me walking back and forth, picking up, the little prints that I have of Blackpink. I love Blackpink. They're my favorite band. I listen to their music all the time. That maybe this would sort of like lull her to sleep. And after looking back at the footage, I can quite literally see her just stare at me, looking at the wall. And yeah, sure enough, slowly over time, it does lull her to do a little nap there in the swing. I mean, I would not have preferred her to take a nap in the swing. That's just like not a good nap place to be in, but I'll take what I can get. Most ways, on most days, I'm clearly disappearing. I am clearly disappearing at the thought of our nearing. So that did tire her out, and she's asleep in the swing. But sadly, it is now 6 o'clock, so that means that my husband's gonna get home from work soon, and he's gonna have to pick up us dinner on his way home because I could not go to the grocery store today. So I'm debating on laying down, taking a little nap before he gets here. I did not fall asleep here. Obviously, that's not safe, but I was just so exhausted, I could not think of anything that I wanted to do while she fell asleep. So I sort of just laid here, closed my eyes, and this time lapse really only took place over half an hour because that's how long it took Christian to go pick up some McDonald's and come home. And of course, she's only taking these teeny tiny naps anyways, so I knew she was only going to sleep for about half an hour anyway. But that's just how exhausted I was, that I was just willing to lay on the floor of the studio and just bask in this peace that I had, even if it was only for a couple minutes. Of course, even with bad days like this, I still get very beautiful, happy moments with my baby where I could just give her kisses, and it's like the best thing in the world for both her and me. So even when the lows are low, there are still just little beautiful moments like these. And plus when she is in a decent mood and I'm just trying to entertain her for a little bit, I'll just, let her sit on my lap, and I'll just chat with my husband. And she just loves sitting with me, period. That's like one of her favorite things to do. And now that she can sit for the most part on my lap, it's just like a little bonding thing that we do. Even though I'm not really talking to her, she's not really like asking anything of me other than just my presence. Hello. It's a little bit later now. The night got worse and worse from there, and I just I couldn't vlog anymore. Like, I think a little bit later, Christian came home and he brought the McDonald's for dinner like he said he would, and she was just so fussy. And so I remember I was eating my chicken sandwich and fries while just crying, because she was sitting next to me crying, and I had a moment of peace just to eat my McDonald's. And I was like so hungry by that point that yeah, I was just moved to tears. We did give her a bottle as well, and I think even gave her pain reliever as well, because it just got so bad. And I think by 9 o'clock we decided, okay, we're just gonna put her in the car and drive her around, because like sometimes I can get her to fall asleep. So we did. We put her in the car, and she didn't fall asleep as fast as Christian thought that she was going to. So he was just like, let's just go to your parents' house. So we ended up spending the night at my parents' house. I breastfed her one more time, and then I hand her over to my mom, who chilled with her in the living room while Christian and I just passed out in the spare bedroom. Like, I woke up sore. You know when you sleep so hardcore that you wake up really sore? That's how I slept. So in summary, I'm just really tired, guys, and because the night sleep is not what we would like it to be, and the day sleep is pretty much non-existent. It's barely these tiny little naps, and we would love for them to be much longer. We did get her a bottle with a faster speed of nipple, because we thought that maybe she's she's too strong to drink from a bottle with a slower paced nipple for younger babies. So maybe she's growing so much that she needs a bigger one, and maybe that's making her gassy. No idea. Also, still no teeth. Still standing by that it's not teething, because plus 4 months for seeing teeth, that's pretty early on, I hear. And I think it's just a sleep regression, because she's just struggling to take these naps. But when she's awake, she's really happy, and she's grabbing toys a lot more, which is really good. I think by 4 months, I think that's one of the things, little milestones that we would like you to do, is to hold on to things. So yeah, I wish I vlogged more of the hard stuff for you guys, but also the toughest parts of the day are when Christian's home as well. So I don't want to record him while we're both suffering through the worst parts of the sleep regression. So it's just a really tricky situation. Just know that I'm going through it, but I'm really trying hard to document it and show you guys, just because it's a very unique thing that we go through with these babies, huh? And she doesn't see her doctor till next week. That was the soonest that we could squeeze her in, so we won't be able to ask her those questions until then. Yeah, sorry, I'm so tired. I haven't had any coffee today, but I'm trying to power through, you guys. But yeah, I think that's it for this video. It turned into a this is what sleep regression looks like video with me and my baby, just so you know that these are the tough days. All right, so like this video if you liked it, and subscribe for more baby content with Marceline, and I'll see you next time. Say bye-bye. Oh, she's a little shy.